Building my base here, and it looks like we got something coming in. Oh, we had a ship go down over there. Another drone coming in. Oh, we're shooting up my tower. Whoa. What'd they shoot up? Got hold of my crane truck. Looks like I'm gonna have to put these under cover now too.
Energy low.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my series, The Pod Life. Bubba Whack here. So as you can see, the base has changed quite a bit. We've added on this extra little section because from the beginning, if you notice that we got attacked by not one but two drones, technically three. One of them crashed over that way. So you can see one of them's right back there. Shot up our tower with the first attack. The second attack came from this direction. Lucky enough I had all these guns up by then. So let's go through this and see what's changed. I've extended the second half over here so it was more even. And then after getting shot up, I found out I had to build a little bay to keep our rovers in that are over here. So I actually had to raise these two guns up, which actually helps because they'll give a little bit more line of fire going that way. It don't help for them going this way though. But we have our solar tower over there. So I'm actually going to have to put up some defenses up there on that hill. So that's going to be one of the first things we're going to do today. And probably work on the wall. But let's go ahead and give you a tour of what I've done so far. So this is going to be the roof. These are all heavy panels. We're going to have to weld all this up with our welding ship. So you can see it sitting down there. I'll have to jump down here real quick without hurting ourselves. So this is going to give us access up here to the welding ship. Now I also have another port if I wanted to build some other type of ship. I'll need to finish the catwalk up here. And this will make it so we can jump in right here. This is roof access. So we don't actually have to climb up the side of the roof anymore. If I want to do that up here, I still can. Come down like this and then climb down this little incline. So I can still have access to up here without having to climb. But now I also have stairs. So we'll come down this way through our door. I haven't set lights all up in here yet, so I'm going to have to do that later. So we'll make our way down through here. And these steps right here are part of the split stairs and ramps with railings by Tomorrow Tech. So I'm going to try to put up a mod list on here so you can see all the mods that I have. I've been working on that to put it on the Steam. So when we come down the steps, we're going to come down here to our main lobby area right here. So it's all lit up now. You can see with these lights. We have our lockers and our armory room right here. Then over here we actually have a medical bay now. And then this goes out to our rover down here. You've already seen that. And then all this down here is still the same. I haven't changed anything down here. I need to actually start working on getting the upgraded modules and building the rest of this. So not a big change from the inside since I've built these rooms. A lot of it's out here. Here's the crane truck still out here. We're still charging it up with this kind of rotor configuration. Now, the new update that has the small connectors is supposed to be coming out sometime this month. So all this will probably be changing. I might add small connectors to these rovers to make it look a little bit better. I might actually be able to hook up the cargo system here to it. Haven't decided on that yet, so the crane truck will get a little reamped. So here's the damage from when we got shot, which was right over here. So we removed the little ramp right here, created this new one. Of course, there's our solar tower. We're gonna need to have to go back and weld some more of it up. Our turbine here has been shot up. Looks like the first one went down over here. I don't know if I shot it down completely. I don't see any debris or anything over here. And then it looks like one of them actually went down back over here. Okay, here's something. Oh, stuck. I got some ice. Got a gyro.
Inventory full.
Stick some of that here in the seat. I don't know if this is the one that we shot down or this is the one that first crashed over here. I don't see nothing else. Let's zoom out here real quick. Might be something down there in those kind of valleys. I think that's a tree down that way. I'm gonna take these back towards the base real quick to unload all this stuff. Well, at least we got some ice out of that. Now let's come down here and look at this crash that's right here in front of the base. We'll go ahead and drive because I'm too lazy to walk down there. See, it's smoking, not much of anything. We have some thrusters down here. Here, let me clean some of this up. Get some of this debris out of our way. I went ahead and grinded that all up. So at least it was small grade, so it didn't really have a good chance. But we start getting some of the big grades, especially coming up behind this tower. I feel like we're gonna have a whole lot more damage. So we got all this built back up. I did find out I'm gonna have to change this side of the wall a little bit. I couldn't get between the tires. So I kind of had to move out, get in it from the front, and then get back in. So I'm gonna change that a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and drop off this stuff that I already had from that drone. Now we might load up some stuff in the other rover over here, so we can start building our, at least start making our defenses up there. Then we can come back and weld it with our welding ship and fix this tower. Let me pull this out, get some materials in it, and then head up there to see what we can do about building us a couple of towers to defend ourselves. Okay, so I got some odds and ends here. So let's head up that way. I think I want to put one right here. So let me see how I want to build this. So I'm going to change this up to heavy armor here, so it can be a little bit more sturdy. We're going to put a battery down here on the bottom. And then right here on the top is going to be a cargo container. And this is going to be more as our floor. And we're going to have another wall over here on this side and on this side. So we'll be able to come up and reload it right from right here, since we're more worried about having the back end towards our base. So this will be more towards where they are going to be coming from. And then we're just going to build up the sides. We're not going to go too tall since we're already pretty tall over here from the mountain. I think this should be pretty good over here. We'll have a good line this way going over top of our towers, but we're still going to put more towers on the outside. So what I'm probably going to do is build these and then do a blueprint of them. That way I could just take the welder ship and then, or set up a projector where I want them at, and then just take the welder ship and build them up that way, so I don't have to keep doing it like this. So from here, we're going to take our conveyors and bring them up the side here. And then we're going to have our turret up here on the top. This is going to give us a good height over the top of our tower here, and a good height this way. So I'm happy with that. We might do this in 2 stages, so we might just go ahead and blueprint this stage. This will be stage 1. So this will be the stage that comes up when we start building it, and then I'll blueprint the second stage, which will have the back half. So this will be enclosed this way and go up that way. That way I could get in here and weld the middle part without having any troubles. Well, they're not going to be the prettiest of towers, but it's a tower, so I think that'll look good. Let me go ahead and come down here and get our welding ship and go ahead and weld that up. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off here. I think I got everything all set up. So I went ahead and welded all that that we've had up there up. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more. The battery, I think I'm gonna have to build the battery and the projector and part of the bottom part ahead of time, so I can get more space and less trips. It took about 3 trips, but I'm trying to minimize that to hopefully around 2 for each tower. So if I build the battery, the cargo container, and the interface with the actual floor of it first, and then build the top part after that with the projector with this. So I'm gonna go down there and finish up the little bit that I have left of that one, and we might actually do a new blueprint for the new version I want to try to do. We'll do it on the second one. And that way when I'm up there building the battery and the cargo container, I can already have the ammo in it. And I also noticed I'm going to need some lights down here, because I couldn't see when I was pulling in here in the dark. So since it's dark, I'm going to go ahead and set up the lights down here real quick. So I spent that night, I've added lights to the tower here and to the inside of the parking bay right here, as you can see. I've refined some of the resources that I need to build the gun turret towers over here. We finished that tower up there, or we finished half of it. I'll need to do the other half, but I'm gonna go ahead and build another one and actually make it so we can blueprint it all. That one's gonna go right there. I'm gonna put another one right here. Let me come out and get my materials. I should have enough materials in here to build the start of one tower. So I'm going to change it. The actual base of it is going to be standard blocks. And we might put it right about right here. So that's going to be the main start of the block. Actually, I'm going to want to put a battery right here. We're gonna do a plus like this. So this is gonna be our main stand. So we got our main base, the base of the platform right here. We're actually gonna take this part off. We're gonna put our projector right here. I'm temporarily building this little platform here. We're gonna have the projector there. We're gonna have the blocks like this going around. These are the heavy duty blocks. And then the heavy duty blocks are gonna go all around this. We'll put our cargo container here in the middle. We're gonna have our small cargo container right here. And then we're gonna have our interface block right here in the front. So this is the start of the platform. I'm gonna go around and build these platforms where I want the towers at. We're gonna project the actual projection and build it with our welder ship over there. Now after I did this, I need to go ahead and build the rough model of the tower like I did over there. So I'm gonna have the tower 5 blocks high. That should be more than high enough. Again, we're gonna be around this ridge, so that gives us good line of sight this way. That's about how high I got that one. So this one's 5 blocks high up this way, and then this is where we're gonna put the turret. Grab our conveyor. That's gonna go right here. That. And our turret up here on the top. So this is gonna be stage 1. I need to knock some of this down. So this is what the prefab of our tower is gonna look like. I'll go ahead and get a blueprint of this one so I can actually get it right this time. The storm's coming in, so it's a little loud. That's what it's gonna look like when we do the projection the first time, and then we're gonna have the second projection with the back end on it. So I can go ahead and get everything to weld that up. So I got everything in the welder ship all set up. I've already started welding it, so it should only take me 2 trips to get all this done. So what I was thinking is I might make me an actual welder, a special welder. This is all it's designed for, and not actually have a cockpit in it. That way I'll make it a little bit lighter, and I'll just have just enough room to hold these blocks that I need for this, so I can sit up here in my rover and just control it remotely. So it's not going to be leaving the area around the base here. And I might even make me a little rover that has just the parts also, so I don't have to, I could just have it queued in, and I don't have to go through all the time and re-input all this stuff if I want to build something else. Because once I stick that bigger rover back up to the main base, it takes all that away. Everything that I have in it. So it'd be nice just to have it in there. And that way, if any of these get destroyed, I just pick up that one welder that has everything already queued in it. And just be able to build that way. Pretty sure I got everything welded up here. Let me just go around it really quick one more time. So we had a little accident here. I was trying to weld up some more of the tower there, and I hit it and took out the welder. So I'll have to put it back on. I got the welder back on, so that's taken care of. Now we need to go to phase 2 of the thing up there. So we gotta come back over here and grab some more stuff. So for this, I just need the blocks. I can just put them on myself. But yeah, I think it'll be neat to have our own little welder that's run by remote. And that way I could just sit in the cockpit of the rover. I could build another rover that'll carry just the parts that I need for that. That way it can be queued up every time, so all I have to do is drive it back. It'll load up automatically. Let's drive up here and do the second part of this. The second part's just gonna have the back wall here. We could build this real quick, and then I'll blueprint it as part 2. But when I do the base, I might add an extra little piece right here on the back. Then we'll blueprint this part. If we look at our blueprints over here, it'll be down here in tower G1, G2. That'll be the 2 phases of the tower. And then we just go get our welder ship and finish building that up. And then we'll have our first tower. Just have to put ammo in it and kind of finish the back end of it here. And I'll go ahead and build that now anyways. Since we got that one finished and all set up and ready to go, I'm gonna get the blocks for this one to be set up also. That way I can have just weld it while I'm over here. There's no use in destroying this tower yet. Definitely like the look of this, the second tower better. with it being a little curved. It gives it a little bit of extra stuff. I'll need to put some type of either solar panels on it or a wind generator. I might just put sideways solar panels on it back here at the end. So it shouldn't be taking up too much power. I can look at that here in a minute when I come back to put the ammo in it. See how much power it's taking. So we might just go with solar power or solar panels. Just make sure we don't kill the battery. I'm gonna come down here and just re-up our stuff in here so I can finish that tower up, and then we'll go down there and put some ammo on it and check the power. I might go ahead and get me stuff to do a solar panel or two. Got that done. Let me grab a couple of solar panel stuff with me and ammo. See if we can put it in our buggy here. We're gonna need ammo for both of those. And then we'll need the solar panels, and I need a block. So I got all that stuff. Let's head back up there. And I want to check the battery. This says it's going to stay for 17 days. So I think if we put like a solar panel back here on the end, that'll help too. I feel on the back side here is going to be more protected than the front, because this one's designed to have people shooting from the front up here. I'll go to the other side and go to the other one and do the same thing. And then put our solar panel up here. I don't think I ever built the battery for this one, so I'll need to make sure I build the battery also. One thing to do is when the new update comes, I can get the special block, and I'll have lights on here, so when we're down low on ammo, they can start flashing. That way I don't have to keep running up here every now and then to check the ammo. Once it starts flashing, I know I need to run up here and put ammo in it. So this new update is going to be really good, and I can't wait for all that stuff to happen. I have lots of plans already for this series. So this battery's got 2 weeks, 4 days, 5 minutes. So yeah, there's a lot of power. Or 18 days left in this one. 17 left in the other one. We got our solar panels. So once we get the sun to come up, we'll actually have some power up here again. So there's the lights on our tower. They look really good at night. I'll have some lights put up here later. Let's head on back. Since it's dark time. We didn't get attacked these last 2 days, so that's pretty good. But now that we got our defenses up on this side, that'll help hopefully save this tower a little bit more. And then we're covered from the front from now. Now we need to start putting up more of these towers around the base. Like I said, I don't know if I'll actually go with the rover part, but I'll definitely want to build another welding ship. I got another spot for it, and it'll be remote controlled. That way I can just control it from the rover when I'm sitting up there, and then when I'm done with one phase, I can go ahead and change the projector without having to come fly back here, drive up, fly back down, all that moving around. And I can make it lighter without the cockpit, and it won't have to be as big. I don't even know if I need that much containers on it. I'll have to add all the weight and stuff up. So I might be able to make it a little bit smaller too. Let's hop on here inside. Get out of the storm. Now that it's nighttime, the storm's starting to calm down some. So I'm thinking about changing part of the base up here. I might make this 2 levels up so I can build rooms and stuff up here to match with this. So this will actually come across here and then come down like this. So this side will be a little bit higher. I'll probably do that off screen. What I need to do is get a couple more defenses up. So we build those 2 up that way. You can barely see them from here. See if we could come out here and see them. Might be too dark and stormy still. Oh, need to finish that. And we're gonna need to bring up some more power generation. I probably want to put a couple up there. And then some more over that way. And then I still plan on building our wall across the front of here to kind of block us in. So let me go ahead and get the parts to get a couple more of these turns up, and I might actually change these to bigger turns on the base, since I'll have the Gatling turns all around. I might make a couple of bases and already have the projection set up, so all I have to do is weld them to each one, and then I can go up, change them to this phase 2, and then we'll come back through and do more trips of welding them. I'm not going to try to do all of them this episode. I just want to get a couple of them in there just to make sure everything works right. So let me go ahead and grab my stuff, put them in the rover here, and then we'll start working on that. So I got enough to set up 3 of them. Let's go ahead and head out this way. Ooh, it is dark still. We're gonna have to build us another similar, because at least another 1 or 2 more of those similars, because that took a little while to get all the parts. Mainly for the battery, because I only have it queued up to have 80 on hand all the time. So I'm not going to group these together right away. Oh. So I'm thinking maybe one up here, but this might be a bigger one later on, since it is like one of the highest parts of the thing here. Oh, we got an actual road up here. So let's see what we got down this way. This is actually a nice really spot right here. It's kind of covered too. Put it right here, right at the edge. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to put the battery back this way like that. I'm going to have to do the base of this one a little bit different than the others, but it still should be able to work. I'm going to put us a heavy block up here on the front to cover the front part. So since we're down below here a little bit, the projector's going to have to go back here. And then we're going to put a regular block right here. So this is going to be the start of our actual, where we come in and walk in at. Like that. Let me go ahead and cut these out so I can weld this up real quick. So I got that part, the battery welded up here. We're going to put the projector right here. And then another regular block right here. And then of course we're going to have heavy up here at the front. We could do a light one right here since it's protected by that. Let me weld all this up here real quick. Alright, so the cargo container will go right there. We'll weld that up. And we'll put our interface block here, and then I can set up the projector from that. And then we can have our first one ready to be projected. Alright, so that's going to be it. It's as simple as that. Put up the projector, just moved it in place. So now I have the block, the first phase right here. Looks like I actually got it going down further enough that way. I might change these blocks here on the side to match up with that. This should be a good height from here, and then we'll also have our wall coming out this way, so this is going to be a good turret to have right up here on this spot. So I'm thinking, since we were able to drive up this way, we might put another one right here. That'll give us a good line of sight this way. I want to put another one back here also. Be our 3. So we got our 2 that's over that way. And we're going to, of course, put some more back here on this side. But this way, this one right here, probably right here at this edge like this, has enough room to shoot anything to get around that solar panel and have a good line that way. The one right here. No, it was right here. I have a good line sight that way and going around that way. Get over to the top of the base. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and get back up. Got to move the rover back. I might bring it down this way just a little bit so it can get a little bit of cover from the hill here. So we got this one set up. Let's look at it here real quick. So have a looking out that way. I think that should be pretty good because that'll get it towards that way. And again, we can look off this way. We got kind of a height over the solar tower here also. So let's go ahead and do our last one. I think this next one we want to kind of come over our hidey hole over here. So here's our hidey hole. It's not going to be as tall as those two are, unless I do bring it back up this way. So we can put one, like, we're right on top of the hidey hole. This is where we built our tower to put the power down there when we were first building it. I still think I need it right here, right where the rover is. And we can still kind of hide the battery back here. So I'm going to go ahead and build this one. We need a battery. We need some steel plates. Alright, so this is going to be our second one here. With our base here behind us. Oh, no, not that one. We're over here. So with our base here behind us, again, I'm trying to protect more from the outsides than from coming this way. So since we're going to have more around the edges, you can see those two. So some more that way. And these in the middle, I'm not too worried about things coming towards it this way. So that should do pretty well. So let's go ahead and go back and get our welding ship and start welding these up. As I was welding up our second one over here, we already got the first one. We had an unknown signal drop right here next to us. So I need to let that welder ship charge for a few minutes. I'll come over here and grab this. It's like right here, right at the base. Why not? What did I get? Some credits. Where's the button at? Really? Push. A rainbow grinder. So I'll go ahead and grind all this up here real quick. Now go deposit this stuff. Hopefully that's charged and got so we can finish that second tower. So we got a little bit more charge left in it, so let's go ahead and try to finish these towers up here real quick. So we got it mostly built up. We're actually running out of nickel, so I'm gonna have to go make a nickel run here. But it's already getting late into the episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the nickel run, weld the rest of these up off screen, and we'll see you next time. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoying this series. I know the last couple of weeks I haven't had any released. Hopefully I can start getting back into it. Depends on how work and everything's doing. So thank you again for watching. If you are new to the stream, don't forget to hit that follow button. And if you'd like to help support my work, don't forget to join Patreon. I have other benefits coming up soon. So again, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day.